Hello everyone. So Google officially unveiled Google Books during the Android Show 2026, and the company is very clearly positioning them as the next evolution of laptops built entirely around AI first computing. At first glance, Google Books basically look like a mashup of Android Chrome OS and Gemini AI wrapped into a premium laptop category. But the bigger story is that Google seems ready to move beyond traditional Chromebooks and reimagine what its laptop ecosystem looks like in the AI era. The centerpiece of the entire platform is something Google now calls Gemini Intelligence, which powers nearly every major feature on these devices. Instead of AI being treated like a separate assistant window, Google Books are designed around constant contextual interaction with Gemini. The most interesting example is Magic Point. By simply wigging the cursor and pointing at something on screen, users can instantly ask Gemini questions or perform actions related to whatever they are hovering over. Google showed examples like pointing at a date inside an email to create calendar event, or selecting images of a couch and living room to generate a visualization of how they would look together. It's basically Google trying to turn the entire desktop interface into one giant AI workspace. Another major feature is Create My Widget, which is heavily into generative UI concepts. User can build custom desktop widgets powered by Gemini using prompts or guided setup tools. These widgets pull live information from services like Gmail, calendar, reservation, flights, and web data to create personalized dashboard like experience. Google's example was a family reunion planner that automatically combines hotel details, flights, reservation, and countdown timers into a single desktop widget. It sounds convenient, although can also very dependent on how accurately Gemini can manage personal information without becoming messy. The second major focus is deep Android integration. Google Books are designed to function almost like an extension of your phone. A feature called Cast My Apps let users instantly open Android apps from their phone directly on the laptop display without switching devices. Google pitched this as a way to quickly handle mobile only tasks like food ordering or language learning apps while staying inside your desktop workflow. Then there's quick access, which essentially merges file system between laptop and phone. Users can browse phone strategy directly through the Google Book File Manager and inserts files seamlessly into desktop app. Honestly, this might end up being one of the platform's most genuinely useful feature if it works smoothly in practice. Hardware-wise, Google confirmed partnership with Acer, Asus, Dell, HP, and Lenovo. This device will apparently come in multiple form factors, all featuring premium materials and signature glow bar, which sounds like a spiritual callback to older experimental Google hardware design. Google hasn't fully explained what the glow bar actually does yet, but it's been described as both functional and decorative. So naturally, it already sounds like the kind of feature people will either love or completely ignore. UI-wise, Google Books still heavily resemble Chrome OS underneath. Early previews show Chrome OS style app docs and file manager, but with much stronger Gemini integration throughout the interface. There's even a dedicated Gemini button in the system UI, which leads to the biggest question: what happens to Chromebooks? Google answer was careful but revealing. The company says existing Chromebooks will continue receiving support, then that many devices may eventually transition into this new Google Book experience. That wording alone strongly suggests Google Books are less of a completely separate operating system and more of a major evolution or rebranding of Chrome OS around Gemini AI. Overall, Google Books feels like Google's attempt to create its own AI native laptop category before competitors fully define the space first. Instead of just adding AI tools onto existing laptop, Google wants Gemini embedded into every interaction across desktop, mobile, files app, and productivity workflows. Whether people actually want their entire laptop experience centered around AI assistant is another question entirely. But after years of Chrome OS mostly targeting education and budget device, Google Books clearly signal that Google is now aiming for a far more premium and ambitious future for its laptop ecosystem. Thank you for watching. Bye.